What could those villains be up to? Oh, hi folks. Accidentally started this cutscene. Oh, it's you, Rachnios. I was recalling my investigation at Monarch Lynn. Unknown attackers set upon me, though their garb did remind me of Nagmalada. What's this? You've experienced a similar attack? Those men refuse to listen to reason. They seem to have an unusual interest in the area, always creeping about like faceless shadows, the cowls over their black robes hiding their features. Spotted them during my patrol the other day, but they attacked me before I even had the chance to ask their business. I was wondering what to do about them, but seems the solution stands right in front of me. I want you to keep those men away from Monarch Lynn. They're obstructing my patrols. Excellent. That's for BCNM. Lord Bahamut. So he's appeared to wreak devastation upon the land of the people of Enadiel. And his minions have been called to his side in preparation for this genocide. But we cannot fight against so many dragons. All we can do is sit back and watch helplessly as these events unfold. But if the will of Prometheus is mixed up in this, we may not have any choice in the matter. Will Prishe be able to find some way to avert this crisis? That's what I was looking for. So unfortunately, today, I was unable to prep in advance. Mainly because we cannot access the map until we've at least touched and seen this cutscene. Oh, the one at K7, that's the other one. K7? Oh, is that the one up? That's the one up north, isn't it? Yeah, it's the one all the way up here. My bad. Prishe! Oh, hey everybody! Thanks for coming to visit. I've been so bored here all alone in my room. I'm relieved to see that you are feeling better, Lady Prishe. Please, let me apologize for my actions on Cape Riverne. I did not realize that after returning to Tavnazia you would meet such a fate. You didn't realize? Does it look like I had any idea either? I'm just trying to protect our criminal buddy Rachnios. You would have thought that I'd be the one who got caught. Oh, well. I'm sorry I got you guys all worried over me. As everybody already knows, I'm often referred to as the Abhorrent One. That's why I was locked up in the cathedral for a while there. When Miss Middlearn became boss, she would often let me out of the church so I could roam around the town freely. It was pretty fun. During the Great War, I was able to help a lot of people. And before long, everyone had started to forget why they feared me. But now look. They're never gonna let me out of here again. Damn! Prishe, you're not the abhorrent one. There's nothing abhorrent about you. Yes, you were changed by that accident a long time ago, but you're still Prishe. Changed? Do you mean that without the amulet you... I heard from the elder Prishe that Lady Prishe was troubled by grave sickness, but... That is... Come on, Top-Knot boy. Don't you get it? Niels, you understand what's going on, right? Not really, no. Huh? Haven't you been paying attention the last few days? Look at me. I haven't aged a single day since my accident. That cannot be. The real reason I was locked up in the cathedral for so long was because I got too close to a certain object hidden below the church. I was about to touch it and boom! There's a bright light and I was left like this. If I were Taru, no one would have ever noticed. But I'm an Elevan. After a couple of years, people started to wonder why I wasn't getting any bigger. Amazing. I would have never imagined. But is that truly a reason to call someone... for everyone to call you the abhorrent one? There must be... Could it be that you were not... that not only you're incapable of aging, but you cannot die? Hell if I know. And I'm not throwing myself off any cliffs to find out. But you know, since the incident, no monster will come near me. I guess you could say that's pretty close to immortality. For centuries, the emperors of my nation have searched for the secrets of eternal life. Never did I think that I would be standing before that secret. I can understand why Prishe would want to hide you from the others by branding you with the title of abhorrent. To protect you from the teasing and the taunting of your peers, but more so from those who would use you for their own personal gain. People like the emperors of countries such as mine. Well, wait a minute. How do you know that you really came here to see Bahamut? You better not be thinking of auctioning me off to your leaders, because I'm not for sale. Of course I would never do such a thing, Lady Prishe. My mission was to speak to Lord Bahamut. However, I did not know that things would turn out as they did. What? You've already met Bahamut? Unbelievable! Why the hell didn't anyone tell me what's going on? Tenzin, if you want to apologize for something, start by apologizing for not taking me with you guys. While I'm sitting here twiddling my thumbs, the whole world's turning upside down, and you're the ones having all the fun. Well, it's time for Prishe to get a piece of that action. I'll find that overgrown steam lizard and give him a piece of my mind. I'm sorry, Lady Prishe, but that will not be possible. Raknios and Sir Tenzin will return to the Northlands, and they will need the amulet you are currently borrowing. Lady Prishe, will you accompany us to the Northlands, if only for a short period of time? If we receive permission from Nagmalada, I'm certain that the elder Prishe will allow Prishe to leave this place. Fine by me. But why do we have to go to the Northlands? That place is freezing. To meet the boy. Diabolos and Bahamut may have refused to help us, but we cannot sit back and allow the emptiness to overtake Vernadiel. We must find that boy and learn the truth of what lies within the will of Promethea. The will of Promethea. Do you not remember when the ruler of dreams told us that the emptiness was the will of the Twilight God? This terrible deity is said to have cast a hideous curse upon the children of Dawn. His will can be nothing but pure evil. And it is said that he calls the Keeper of the Apocalypse. The will of Promethea calls the Keeper? Excuse me, my lady, but the Elder Prishe has requested that you not bother Lady Prishe any longer. So, what you really want to ask this boy is about Promethea's thinking, right? Well, put simply, yes. Well, instead of wasting your time chasing after some crazy boy, why don't we go ask Promethea ourselves? I know where we can find him. What? On the Misrael coast, there's a cave leading to the Sicarium. Head there and you'll see what I'm talking about. But don't forget your preparations before you go. Unless you really want to meet Promethea. Just not in this world. Prishe has secrets. With that, the Sicarium has finally opened. Unfortunately, we could not do the grinding necessary to make it easier to do beforehand. Let's see, and we're looking for... I'm looking for a specific character. For they have a quest that will eventually lead us to there you are. That will give us the key item we need. Hail the proud and the valiant knights of Tavnazia. Raise the pennants and cheer us on to victory. I am Quelvan of the Tavnazian Temple Knights. And who might you be, sir? Do you seek to join our illustrious order? I do. Ho 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 ho! A fine and spirited reply, my friend. However, the Temple Knights are not in need of recruits. Mayhap you prefer enlisting in the Tavnazian Royal Knights. What say you? I'll join them. Excellent. Your initiation into the order will require the performance of a duty. The duty will test your physical fitness as well as your mental fortitude. Go to the lookout platform on the south of Lufay's Meadows and assess the situation out there. You have your orders, Squire. This is the guy that's going to give us exactly what we need. If we trade him two particular items which we're going to have to grind out. The items are only found in the Sicarium, which is the annoying bit. And we need to go to H10. It has been a good long while since we've successfully since we've been over here. There's the platform. And there he is. And now we return. And this is we're only doing this because if we trade the guy 2 crest keys, he gives us a key item that lets us navigate the Sicarium easier without using keys. Because otherwise we'd have to farm 2 of the keys. Well, 2 of the one key and I think 1 of the other key. Also, the other thing is, I believe it requires multiple people if you're doing it without the key item. So we might as well just grab the key. I'll say the best recommendation that the guide can say is ask around, see if someone else has done this quest. You have completed your watch duty? Oh, I say. Orcish blood. It appears you have passed your initiation with flying colors. A splendid display. I present you this gift to celebrate the birth of a new Tavnazian knight. Congratulations! I expect great things from you, Arachnios. $2,100 gil. If gil meant anything in that quantity, which it does not. The Mizero Coast, home point 1, will bring us pretty close to where we need to go. Which, this is when you're going to need a map. This is one of those times where you're going to need the wiki map open. it's just a bunch of people. That's not where we need to go. Big angry bird. Yeah, this is the right location. Supposedly there's an iron gate. That would be it. Let us proceed onward. So, you've come here as well. As Prishe described it, this is the entrance to the first basement of the Sicarium. The way is barred, but I believe Prishe holds the key to this dilemma. We must return and borrow her amulet. Hiya! Sorry to keep you two waiting. Lady Prishe? I can get us past that door. It's time for us to pay a visit to the divine Promethea. I did not expect Prishe herself to accompany us. I'm amazed she was allowed to leave her confines. Come on! If you don't get a move on, I'll leave you behind! Why do I get the feeling something terrible awaits us? But I cannot let that deter me from my course. We must forge onwards. That would be because Tenzin... Prishe was not let out. Prishe was not let out. She, let herself out. Grab Lion for some additional... Yes, we are in fact back. At an annoying point where I have to grind out 2 keys. Well, technically we only have to grind the 1 key. But it's still a little annoying. Let's see, where are some formers? Oh, what's the day? It is... it's about to switch over into Dark's Day. Fortunately, that does not change on Dark's Day. Because there is a wonderful little maze here that changes. Now, where is it that I pop Kediment at? He's also on map 2. Okay. So everything I need to fight and grind off of is on map 2. So either way, we gotta go this way. Through the maze. Carmine Cuirass +1. See where that's found at. The Carmine armor set +1. There we are. I suppose that would work. Yeah, it would not be a bad thing to grab. That's from Nolan. That's the Esha stuff. Yes, I still do need to get some Esha stuff. It probably is. It is definitely worth the domain investment. Let's see. Up, over. Hello. Hello? This looks like an NM to me. The guy is fast. Yep, this is an NM. I was not expecting an NM to spawn inside. Up and then over and then south. And we do this back and forth. Did the maze just change on me? Well, it had to have changed on me. Okay, we go up and then down? Oh, it is no longer dark stay. That would be why. Crap. Time to leave. It is ice day. Which means we enter from here. Head to the left. All the way south. Then we go boom. Double back. Continue south. Through here. Ignoring the alcove. Then back north. Through here. Then north. Then we go either north or south to go A or B. Either way, this will put us where we need to be to get to the next map in the Sicarium. Yeah, that's probably true. That would save a lot of headache. Ah, there are some Formors here. Good, we need to murder them. Because we need the rare drop from them. Actually, what would help with the walking speed, I know for certain, is that in I think it's Wings of the Goddess, you can get the Sprinter's shoes. That would also help. I know that's like 15 casts on those. Keramit is at L8. Okay, ingots. Those actually could come in handy. That is a valid point. Subligar. Yeah, the movement speed on the legs, I can see that now. That would be very worth it. Yeah, 18% speed, yeah. Should see what that costs. Okay, that's the Bewitched Cuirass, so that's through Abjugation. Okay. And that's crafted. I should see what the what the Bewitched Cuirasses run for. Hopefully not too expensive. Oh, most definitely. I definitely will have to look into that. Oh, of course it's at the end of Adeline. I'll definitely have to look into seeing what Bewitched cost, what the Bewitched Cuirass costs, because I'm like 90% certain? I don't think I have the Shinryu Abjuration itself. I might. Got a lot of Abjuration things. Nope, I don't think I have any... No, I don't think I have any... Never mind. It's right here. I have, but I've not been doing... I've not been weekly capping... I've not been weekly capping the sparks like is often recommended. So there's the crest key we needed. Excellent. And the only other thing we need is L8. Now we need to pop Keramit. I mean, again, it also depends on what it's selling at, and I don't know for certain how much they're selling for. Some things can sell for decent prices, other things can be far too rich for my blood. Anyway, L8. Where is L8? L8 is in the big room. About 3 mil. Yeah, that is unfortunately a bit beyond me at the moment. I was hoping they would be selling for a little bit less than that, but that makes sense if it's as useful as it is. And there's the NM we need to fight. I realize it's not that much, all things considered, but it is... It is still a little bit beyond me at the moment. Okay, and I do have the warp ring on me. can actually check to see that right now. Oh, it's perfectly fine. Like I said, I'll just need to look into it. I'll make a note that that's of utmost importance. Especially if I can find the +1, that would be even better than the standard. I wonder if the Bewitch should be the cheaper one, because the Voodoo is what gives you the +1. Let's see, that's in cursed items. Do not get the normal, probably. Yeah, 6 mil, 6 to 5 million, yeah. I mean, it still gives some speed boost. It gives a 12% rather than an 18%. So it's about 2/3 as fast. And it's not... But, as I just saw on the auction board, it's just not available. Which is a minor annoyance. I'll have to see what I can do about coming up with that kind of money. I mean, Bahamut is, by most measures, the second most popular server. I'm sure if I was on Asura, it would be cheaper. Doubt it. You might actually be right on that. But anyway, with these 2 crest keys, this man on yours it's about 3 to 4. Even that's a bit much for me. See, I'm currently down to about 750,000. And that's because I was doing some goldsmith grinding to get that, to try and get that up to speed. Because I know I'm gonna need that. Because one of the key items, well, not the key items, one of the items that's recommended is a goldsmith item, and it's like, I don't have the 10 million to buy it. And that'd be the ammo accessory slot item. But I've definitely been looking at some abjurated gear and being like, yeah, I definitely need to do something about some money. Either I need to get all the crafting skills I necessarily need up to par, which is gonna take money regardless. So it's like, one way or another, money is gonna be needed. And it was like, there is no way around that, is there? Absolutely not. Yeah, because even getting goldsmith up to par is gonna means I'm gonna need to spend like 10 million on platinum ore in order to even get it up to par. Anyway, the entire reason we went through that minor headache to farm those 2 crest keys, which wasn't that bad, because 4 mores die very quickly. We're still on ice day, so we should be fine. Well, specifically to get the key item that lets us skip a huge section that requires multiple people on map 2 to progress. Okay, it's ice day, so we come down from in here. We take a left, and then down. I can't imagine the headache this was back in the day trying to map out this maze. And then we duck inside. North. Yeah, with all these enemies, this would have been an absolute nightmare at level cap. Especially before someone had come up with the brilliant idea to draw the maps. I mean, while there are only 4 mazes, 50 to 60? Yeah, I couldn't imagine that. I mean, there may only be 4 maps, but it changes based on what day it is, which one of the 4 it's going to be. Alright, from here, at H7, map 2, H7, so that's up here. We should have taken the A exit, but it doesn't matter. Okay. That seems pretty alright. What I will say is that I've been trying to do this month's ambuscade, and it's not working out for me. If I have one thing to say, last month's ambuscade was quite nice overall. I could even handle it up to possibly difficult level, but yeah, this month's ambuscade is just absolute terrible in comparison. It's doable. And don't get me wrong, it's doable. I just can't do it consistently, even on easy mode. Yeah, this month's ambuscade is definitely seemingly designed for more help, more forcing people into groups, which is fine. That is what they are designed for. Good lord. Taurus room. That's a word. Taurus room. Yeah, you do get more hallmarks. You even get gallantry for it. Am I not in the right location? Okay, there it is. That's what I was looking for, the wooden gate. Can't we get this thing open? It cannot be forced. You say the reliquarium lies beyond this gate, but what business do you have inside, Lady Prishe? Isn't it obvious? We're going to go find Promethea. Huh? Hey, Ragnios, you're just in time. You can help us get this gate open. We're almost at the end of our quest. One moment, Lady Prishe. If Promethea is behind the gate, as you say, would not some powerful seal be in effect? Oh yeah, now I remember. I think I locked the gate after the war. Locked it? Agnes, you and Tensen go find the reliquarium key. It's somewhere in the communion hall. Off you go. Lady Prishe? Let us begin our search for the reliquarium key she speaks of. She is such a demanding young lady, and I believe the imperious princesses of the Far East were hard on their subjects. I believed. There we go. Double back to the main hallway. This is why you needed 2 keys. This is why they recommended you farm. This is why you needed to farm 2 crest keys if you weren't getting the key item. Because you needed to double back. Of course it's not in here. And as typical of Final Fantasy XI, he can spawn from only one of these. There he is. And there's the key we needed. That almost couldn't have gone any smoother. This appears to be some sort of storage room. Can the Twilight God truly reside here? Huh. Well, that definitely looks like a storage sealed entity. Yeah, that definitely looks like it would not have been fun back in the day. Is this the Twilight God, Promethea? There you go. But this is nothing more than a statue. Uh-huh. It was found by some thieves with more curiosity than sense. Lots of people lost their lives before this was finally brought here. I see. I've heard tell that the nation of Tavnazia had strong ties with pirates and other bandit groups. The Tavnazian Cathedral used to buy up all sorts of weird artifacts all the time and to give its researchers something to study. It all began with a search for paradise. You know, the place those ancient people tried to get to, the thing that ticked off Promethea so much? It's said that the gods sleep in paradise. The former Tavnazian theologians thought that they could go there and ask Altana to remove the curse of Promethea. If the curse of war and conflict vanished from the world, we would no longer have to fear the threat of the beastmen. But as things progressed, the aim of the cathedral's research shifted. As they continued to investigate the objects left by the ancient people, the theologians realized that the older civilization was way more advanced than our own. Even with their advanced culture, they were no match for Promethea. Their city was obliterated. So, this is what the elders of the Tavnazian Cathedral proposed. What if they were to invite the Dawn Goddess to cross over into our own world? Invite the goddess! But before this incredible event were to happen, Cardinal Mildarian arrived and Tavnazia was destroyed not long after. Anyway, I found out something that'd give Olmia's grandpa a heart attack. See that glowing stone stuck there? If you stand here and do this, you can hear the voice of Promethea. Lady Prishe? So, this is the Tavnazian child known as the Abhorrent One? It seems she caused a terrible accident during the baptismal ceremony. Many of the clergy lost their lives during the incident, and those who survived told of terrifying dreams of the cursed deity. What truly proves this child's damnation is her ever-youthful form. That, and the rumors of her ability to read people's minds. Why does this new cardinal allow this child to walk freely after the cathedral had taken steps to ensure her internal confinement? Why bring her here to Sandoria? According to Cardinal Mildarian, the birth of such a child is a sign that our most desperate wish is about to be granted. I speak of the treasure entrusted to Tavnazia. What generations of cardinals have hidden from in fear, this Mildarian has chosen to reveal to the Sandorian Cathedral. If Tavnazia's treasure is brought together with the holy artifact we hold, the gates of paradise will no longer remain closed. Prishe, you are a child of destiny. However, your part in this is over. There's nothing left within you. Why are you here? You should have met your demise at the city of Alteo, along with the Keeper of the Apocalypse. Does this mean the battle still rages? Or do you mean to tell me that you fled from the battlefield? Battle? What battle is this? The battle upon which rides the fate of this world. The image of Promethea I revealed to you. It was your task to travel to Alteo and regain that form. At first, I thought those Xylartan fools were to blame for the spreading emptiness that once again slowly devours Vanadiel. Have you been taken by the emptiness? Were you defeated at the last battle of Alteo? Was I defeated? Was I victorious? I know nothing of which you speak. How can this be? My own existence is forfeit, but I've saved that which must be protected. Welcome to the Hall of the Gods. Hast thou come to seek the salvation of Altana, my child? I seek no salvation. I only wish to know the truth. Dawn Maiden Yevnoel, you who resonates with the spirit of the goddess, should be able to answer my questions. Was I born to carry out the will of the divine Promethea? Or was I born to thwart his designs? A most interesting dilemma. Why dost thou think that the face of Promethea is smooth and unfeatured? I do not know. All those who follow the Lady of Dawn gaze upon her visage. However, none have ever seen the face of Promethea. He vanished from paradise upon his death. That is why we pray for his resurrection. For his resurrection and his destruction. Oh. Things are taking weird routes. Has your strength returned? That even one such as yourself was overwhelmed. This is truly an unexpected turn of events. Lady Prishe seems to have survived, none the worse for wear. Or at least, she appears unharmed. Prishe? What in Vanadiel's name were you thinking? Why would you ever lay a hand on that horrid statue? Have you forgotten the warning of Cardinal Mildarion? That statue has the power to bring out the worst in people. You were never supposed to touch it, ever. I thought if I could figure out the will of Promethea, I'd have a better idea of what the hell's going on. And I think I've managed to do just that. That the Twilight God desires his own resurrection and his own death. What can that mean? Death and resurrection? Why this contradiction? You've got it in the wrong order, Tenzin. It's resurrection and then death, implying he's dead right. He's dead right now. Prishe, you communed with the statue of the Twilight God? I guess I did. Could you truly be? Almia? Are you afraid of me? Of course not. But Grampier will most definitely not forgive this transgression. Do you realize what you've done? But you believe me, don't you, Almia? Yes, I believe you, but Grampier... Let's return to the safe hold. The air here is stifling. Almia? Yes, there's nothing left for us to do here. Come on, Prishe. Let's go home. Well, with nowhere else to go. With no other option, we really have no choice but to talk to Grampier Despencher himself and see where this goes. She spoke to the abhorrent god of chaos. What more evidence do we need? It all makes sense now. Why else would Bahamut choose Tavnazia as his place of return? It's all because of this girl. She's the origin of our troubles. Perhaps it's even her fault that the beastmen first converged upon Tavnazia 20 years ago. Grampier, it's unfair to blame Prishe for all of Tavnazia's misfortunes. It's because Prishe's heart is pure. That's why she was not controlled by evil after touching the statue of Promethea. She only did such a foolish thing to save our nation. Why can't you understand this? Save our nation? How am I supposed to believe this after what I have seen? If the Markenstate remained, the cathedral theologians would have discovered the true reason behind this child's existence and the terrible things she is planning. Forgive me, Altana. I should have revealed everything to Nagmalada. It was my mistake to conceal what I knew to protect our city's image. He could have possibly led us to a truth about the true intentions of the abhorrent one. Rampier, have you forgotten what Cardinal Mildarian told us? She told us that Prishe... My goodness, my word. Doing the voices today is not working out very well. Prishe may have been born in the Abhorrent One, but she was reborn through the power of Altana. And perhaps we should question the loyalty of Cardinal Mildarian C. Gilmone as well? What were her true intentions? Yeah, I have no clue what's up with them today. I've heard recently rumors that the Sandorian Cathedral is attempting to capture her. Who could have told you such things? Who the hell are you? Let me introduce myself. I'm Loverance and Mistal, and I've been listening to your exchange for the past few moments. Oh, it's you again. This knight has been dispatched by the Sandorian Cathedral to search out the missing Cardinal Mildarian. He arrived here via Duchy airship. Loverance? I recall hearing that name once before, when I visited Sandoria. Ah, you must be the one who visited Madame Hiri. So you're already aware of the details of my mission. At the close of the Great War over 20 years ago, the cathedral reliquary was robbed. Mildarian C. Guillemot was believed to have been involved in the theft of a large number of scrolls and scriptures. It said that this loss ultimately drove the reigning Papsk Moshevant B. Krokesher to his death. And that's why the Sandorian Cathedral is adamant in locating the Cardinal. Miss Mildarian, you've got to be kidding! I know neither of her guilt nor her innocence, which is why I've been searching for anyone who remembers her. It looks as if I finally found someone who can give me some useful information. Let me take the girl. I can see her presence has been quite a burden on you and your people. Well, if that's what the cathedral desires, I'm not one to stand in its way. Grandpierre? Almia, don't worry. I was beginning to think it's about time everyone learned the truth. You've got to do something, or people will continue to doubt and hate me. Prishe, but... Hey, Loverance. As much as I'd like to take you up on your offer for a free cruise to the kingdom, I'm gonna have to pass. I gotta go to the Northlands with these guys before I can do anything else. Like they say, a promise is a promise. Yes, we must hurry to the Northlands to assist the Genoan diplomat Nagmalada. The future Vanadiel rides on this crucial mission. I understand your orders, Sir Lovrance, but there's more that we must first address. You're working with Nagmalada. I see. I offer you this suggestion. Come to my airship and tell me what you know of Cardinal Mildarian. When you've answered all my questions, I shall personally fly you to the Northlands. I can assume that I too am welcome aboard your ship. As a messenger of the Eastern Dynasty, I request a royal audience with the Roilars. Understood. I shall be waiting at the Sea Lion's Den. Lady Prishe, I'm pleased to find out you are a woman of understanding. Now make your goodbyes and hurry to the docks. I'll also say that it could also be because it's early in the morning. That could also be That could also have something to do with the vocal cords being not quite as responsive as they normally are. Of course, could also be that my vocal cords tolerate can vary on a day-by-day basis pretty severely. For reasons I have no idea. Home point 2. And that's where the aqueducts are. Is the sea lion's den out this way? Yes. We will be departing shortly for the Sandorian Cathedral aboard Sir Loverance's airship. I asked that you might accompany us, but he answered me with a hearty no. However, do not worry, Ragnos. I will not take my eye off Lady Prishe. And if, by any chance, Sandoria breaks its promise and refuses to release her, I will do everything in my power to rescue the fair lady. However, if there's one thing we must worry about, it's the amount of time we're losing with all this sidetracking. Thank you for mentioning that. This has been a lot of sidetracks along the way. We can only hope the boy's not too far ahead of us. The airship is about to leave. Let us all board. Where's Lady Olmia? Is she not accompanying us? I spoke with Lady Olmia earlier, and do not feel that she possesses any information of use to the kingdom. She is to remain here on the island. The elder Despenshire would not even allow her to come see us off. He's quite worried about his granddaughter, isn't he? Yes. I sense we are to encounter much danger on our journey ahead. It is better that she stays here for her own safety. So she's not coming. Guess this means I'll never see her again. Lady Prishe, we all walk different paths in life. However, if those paths point in the same direction, there's a good chance that they will cross once again. Yeah, but to tell you the truth, I'd rather spend the next few weeks with Olmia than I would with you. Lady Prishe, there's some opinions better left unspoken. Oh, Prishe. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Don't go falling off a cliff or getting eaten by buffalo or something. 'Cause I won't be around to save your butts. Wait. Huh? What? Take me with you. I still may have some use. I haven't told you of the song I learned from Cardinal Madarian. I feel that song may be an important clue to solving the mysteries that lie before us. Interesting. Very well. You may accompany us to Sandoria. Did you hear that? Olmia and Prishe back together again on the trail of adventure. Prishe, I'm so sorry. I know you already know this, but let me say it again anyway. do not have any of the special powers that you do. There's so much I don't understand. However, there's one thing I do know, and that is I wish to travel with you and sing your song. It's you who introduced me to the world filled with song, and it's the only way I can repay you. Oh, thanks, Olmia. Now let's get going. Raknios, we await you at the Sandorian Cathedral. Ah. And from here, we zone into Port Bastok, as opposed to Sandoria. Chapter 5. The Return Home. What are you guys doing in Bastok as opposed to Sandoria? Where? Why this isn't... Huh? This ain't Sandoria? I thought we were going to the cathedral. What are you up to, Loverance? Smooth move there, Lovey. You look all smart and stuff, but you really ought to get yourself a compass. Come on, admit it. You took a wrong turn back there, didn't you? No. We are right where we are supposed to be. Bastok. Oh, smooth move. However, we must have arrived slightly ahead of schedule, as I do not see our welcoming party. Well, it's of little matter. Let's be off to the metalworks. Oh. I knew he was... I should have suspected something was a bit more suspicious. What is Sid up to? Sid is up to something. Oh, Rachnios. What are you doing here? I heard you went back to Tavnazia. You already meet up with Lovrance? Oh, I don't think I can do the accent I was doing for him last time. Rachnios, how did you get off the island?
Ah, it's Sid. Prishe, do you know this man?
Huh? Yeah, she's been here before. Master Sid, we were able to return earlier than first planned. I must thank you again for allowing us to borrow such a wonderful bird. The airship had been handed over to the good men at the port. So how did my XIV fly? But the ride was as smooth as silk and soft as Saruta cotton. There's still a few stability problems need to be stomped out, but her feat is far superior than that of the ships in the Armada. There we go, I got the accent down. Quite superior indeed. Seems a wonderful experience. But this adventure in the skies reminded me of how I am incessantly plagued with terrible luck. If only I had the good fortune of meeting you sooner, Master Sid.
You got it wrong there, Lovrance. You were lucky to meet me when you did. If you'd come along any earlier, I wouldn't have been able to help you. The CID was only completed a few weeks ago. Why, you're the first ever to experience her turbo engines.
The first.
So, did y'all find the Cardinal Mildarian you were looking for in Tavnazia?
Unfortunately, no. The Cardinal has not been back to the archipelago. I was able to retrieve valuable information on her past from these two young ladies, but I'm no closer to grasping her whereabouts.
That's not good. What about the Magicite? Were you able to find out anything for me?
Actually, I did learn something very intriguing. However, this is not a good place. Did you say Magicite?
You heard me, right? Rachnios and I said you were looking for some too, right? I was hoping you could join me when Lovrance tells me his story about Tavnazia's Magicite. But first, why don't you tell everybody we know about that energy source in the Northlands?
Might as well. I see. So you've been following the advice of Eshin Terrell, traveling to the three nations of Sandorio, Bastok, and Windhurst to gather information on the multinational expedition. If we can discover where the Tavnazian Magicite was brought to Bastok originated, then we may be able to discover the final destination of our journey.
True, but after I told Rachnios what we knew about the Dark Gem, I did a little bit more research on my own. When I asked my old friend about the subject, he told me something quite interesting. My Magicite wasn't found lying around in the Northlands, but instead a strange relic that was brought back from the Northlands. A strange relic? Yeah, some kind of strange box. According to the priests of Tavnazia, the ancients made a box of some unidentifiable metal, just like the kind used in the Crag of Dim. That sounds like a baptismal vessel. Baptismal vessel? Prishe, do you know something about this box? Of course. The Tavnazian theologians used that box when performing a baptism ceremony. It should still be in the Sancticarium's tabernacle. I know because I'm the only one who has a key to that place. I've been protecting that key since before the Great War. I miss Mildarian's orders. The baptismal ceremony? Then Prishe's accident was...
Yes, why didn't I see it before? Even though you were deemed the abhorrent one, you still took part in the theologian's baptism. Then let me tell you this. When in Tavnazia, I attempted to investigate the baptismal vessel for Master Sid. However, I was forced to abandon my investigation before I even began. Just days before I arrived, an officer of the duchy, Nagmalada, broke into the Sanctorium and stole the relic.
Of course he did.
The vessel was stolen?
It must have been those hoodlum bandits from Juneau. They must have learned that I was searching for the origins of the Black Magicite. Stole the box so I couldn't get my hands on it.
So close.
I'll never learn its secrets.
Wait a minute. Prishe said you knew about the box? What can you tell us? Even the smallest bit of info could help. The vessel's evil. It changed my life. Dragged me to hell and back.
Prishe?
We have to get the vessel out of Nagmalada's hands. It belongs in Tavnasia. Prishe, wait!
Off she goes. Always chasing after her.
Prishe, you cannot keep going off on your own. It's too dangerous. Reknios, you mentioned that you and Tenzin made arrangements to meet Nagmalada in the northwestern tower of Soja. A great energy in the Northlands. While not necessarily relevant to my current mission, I'm intrigued on a personal level. I'll be waiting for you in the Buddha scene, Arachnios.
Well, this doesn't look very good now, does it? Arachnios, you probably should try and catch up with your companions ASAP.
Me?
I'm gonna try and figure out more on the Magicite. I've got a few more cards up my sleeve.
And with that, having started Chapter 5 in Chains of Promethea, is where we are going to have to call it. Next time, next week, we will be zoning into Butacene to hopefully follow after either Prishe, Tenzin, or both. Regardless, this keeps getting more and more intriguing. Can never tell where it's gonna go from here. I'll see what I can do about locating a set of those speed boosting pants. I can't guarantee I'm gonna have them by next week, but I'll do what I can to try. Oh, I'll do what I can to get some sparks and accolades farmed, but I don't think I'm going to be maxing them this week, just due to available time. But I'll do what I can. I'll try and get some of them done. But we'll see you next time. Till then.